This video is the rule explain of RoadToLord. This game is a kind of trick-taking game, but don't mind you don't know the word trick-taking. The card construction is as follows: sword, wine, weed. There are 3 suits. For each suit, there are 3 cards of 1, 3 cards of 2, and 2 cards of 3 to 9 for each number. Besides that, the gem for 0 and the coin for 00 are 4 cards for each. The win condition is as follows: the player who gets the highest score wins when 8 mini games called tricks are finished. Use all cards for 4 players. Exclude cards written 4+ for 3 players. Exclude cards written 4+ or 3+ for 2 players. After that, shuffle all the cards. Check the manual carefully when 2 players, because the rule is slightly different for 2 players. After a shuffle, open 8 cards to the center of the table from the top of the deck. And then deal with all the remaining cards. Preparation is finished. Eight cards of the center mean the trump suit for each trick. The wine is the trump suit for the first trick. The sword is the trump suit for the last trick. The trick will not have the trump when the card is 0 or 00. First, the player decided by the suitable way plays cards. The first player of the next trick is the player who won the previous one. The first player of each trick can play any suit. For example, let's play 7 of weed. Play cards clockwise. If the player has the same suit as the first player, the player must play that suit. In this case, the player who has weed must play weed because the first player played weed. But they can play any number of cards if they are the same suit. If these cards are played, sort cards in ascending order. Then this becomes 25 of wheat. You cannot sort cards in descending order to be 52 of wheat. You must sort cards in ascending order. The third player must play wheat because he has wheat. He plays 1,348 of wheat. The last player can play cards that intentionally lose if he don't want to use a lot. For example, he is able to lose by using only one of wheat. One minigame is finished when all players play cards at once, for each in this way. In this case, the third player wins because he plays the highest number. The points of each trick will be determined by the number of cards used by the winner. In this case, the winner gets 4 points because he used 4 cards, 3 points by using 1 card, 3 points also by using 2 cards, 4 points by using 3 cards, 4 points by using 4 cards, 5 points by using 5 cards or more. The point is rise if you use a lot of cards, but point efficiency will be down. Ready for the next trick when the current trick is end. Discard all cards used in this trick and the card indicated trump. The winner gets the same number of cards as this trick's points and put it front of the winner backside up. The first player of the next trick is the player who won the previous one. Players can use 0 or double 0 combined with the other 3 basic suits. For example, the player can make wheat 900 by using wheat 9 and coin double 0. 0 or double 0 must be positioned at right in the cards. The next player must play wheat because he has wheat. This player combines with wheat 3, 4, 5 and gem 0. Then he plays wheat 3450. This player can't use double 0 because only the first player can use double 0. The next player can't use double 0 either, so he can't play above than wheat 17. He plays wheat 1 because he can't win this minigame. The last player seems to be able to make wheat 22,600 by using 0. But in the rule, the last player can't use gem 0. So he can't play above than wheat 226. He decides to play only wheat 2. The winner is the second player who plays wheat 3,450. Then, ready for the next trick. Discard all cards used in the current trick. Discard the card indicating the trump 2. Pick up 4 points worth of cards in discarded cards and put them backside up in front of the winner. Then the winner starts the next trick. The first player plays wheat 900 with the coin. The next player must play wheat because he has wheat yet. He can play only wheat 7 because 00 can be used only by the first player. The third player can use 0 because he isn't the last player. 0 and 00 can be used on any number of cards if they meet the conditions for use. In this case, he can play wheat 2,600 by using wheat 2 and 6 with 2-0. The last player doesn't have wheat. In this case, he can play any suit. The trump is sword in this trick, so he plays sword. He plays sword 5. In this case, the winner is the last player because he played the trump. The player can win by only one card of the trump for any number of other suits like wheat 2,600. Of course, the player can play wine like losing on purpose. The card will be weakest if the card is different from the first player, neither the trump. For example, in this case, this wine can't win this trick, no matter how big the number is. After all, he played sword 5 to win. He gets 3 cards and puts them backside up in front of him during the preparation for the next trick, because the point is 3 if the winner uses 1 card. The player who gets the highest point wins the game after 8 tricks. But be careful about there are some penalties. -1 point for each remaining card in hand after 8 tricks. -2 points for each trick that he can't join if he has no cards to play. Use your cards blindly for no penalty. Let's enjoy Road to Lord.